For this lesson, I'm using the Premiere Pro project file 0801 Record a Voiceover. You can find this project file with the media associated with this lesson. Double-click on it to open it in Premiere Pro. VoiceOver can have a huge impact on a finished project, and Premiere Pro makes it simple to record your own right onto the timeline, so you can watch your sequence play as you record. To record a voiceover, you'll need a microphone, of course, and you'll need it to be set up on your computer. If you're working on a laptop, it probably already is. But let's take a look at the setting you need in Premiere Pro to be sure. I'm going to the Edit menu here in Windows, and I'm going to choose Preferences, Audio Hardware. This would be in the Premiere Pro menu, the Application menu on macOS. And in this dialog, you can see we've got a default input option and default output option. That's what you're going to record with and what you're going to play back with. Just make sure that your input is set correctly for your system. There are many preferences available in Premiere Pro, but when you're starting out, you'll almost always find the default options are perfect. The sequence I'm looking at here in the timeline panel already has a voiceover. Let's just listen to a section of it.
This is my story of returning home.
I'm going to replace this voiceover with my own, and I want to keep the original just in case, so rather than delete these clips, I'm going to click on the mute button, and that way I won't hear the voiceover and it won't impact my recording, but it's available if I need it. In this sequence, my music is down here on my Audio 4 track, and that voiceover is on Audio 3. This leaves me with my Audio 2 track available to record a new voiceover. In the track headers for my audio tracks, I've got this voiceover record button, one for each track. If you don't have that button, you may need to resize the track to make sure it's visible. Or if your settings have been changed in such a way as to remove that button, you can go to the Settings menu for the Timeline panel, choose Customize Audio Header, and you'll find that button available for you to simply drag onto the track header. By default, the button should be available, so I'll just click Cancel and we're ready to go. I'm going to move my playhead to the beginning of the sequence. It's a good idea to wear headphones while recording voiceover because the sequence audio will play while you're recording, and it might produce feedback if your microphone picks up the sound from your system speakers or even from your headphones. Alternatively, you could always turn off the audio on your system. Now, my voiceover might not be as professional as the one in the sequence already, but let's try it. I'm going to begin by clicking the voiceover record button. This is a voiceover intended to accompany the sequence I'm working on. You'll notice that nothing appears in the sequence while I'm recording, but I know that I'm recording successfully because I've got the word recording here displayed under the program monitor. Being able to view the visuals while I'm recording the voiceover is, of course, helpful. And once I'm happy with the recording I've created, I can click on the voiceover record button again, and you can see the recording is added to my sequence. Notice that the voiceover clips that we had previously were broken into separate pieces, and that was an editing operation. It wasn't the way the voiceover was recorded originally. The newly recorded voiceover is in one piece, and if we look over in the project panel, you can see a new sound file has been created, audio2.wav. And that's based on the track name that I have here on the timeline. If I'm happy with the volume of the voiceover recording, I can carry on with my edit. But of course, I could always click on the rubber band in the middle of the clip to drag up or down and adjust the volume as part of my audio mix. You might decide later that you'd like to professionally record a voiceover, in which case this recording might become a guide track, helping you to time your edits while you wait for the new version.